Happy 4th of July, everybody. This is Crookshank. He's in a little caged in area so no one can pick on him. He has egg, he has food, he has dried worms, he has a piece of watermelon, and this is the first day he's been out in a while because of all the rain, and it's just easier to leave the door open in the building and just let air flow through the building rather than to get him out and then try to run through the mud and not kill myself and get him back up. So today is his first day out in a while. It's been a minute, and he's pretty happy out here. Um, he probably wants something softer to sit on or lay on, but he's propped up pretty good. Anyway, tonight's plan is to sit right here in my chair in this wooded area. Now, behind all of my buildings, you can see my building, one of them. Behind the buildings is nothing but woods for miles. There's huge creeks, there's train trestles, there's just an amazement of things that are all wild back there. And for the past few nights, I've been hearing some strange noises. And it's not the music that my husband has blaring. That's funny. I said that, and then I hear someone screaming. It's the music my husband's playing while he's cleaning up his garage. But anyway, I've been hearing some really strange noises. I have a whole chicken, and I'm going to do something with it once I get all the girls put up. I'm going to get a cage. I have a couple things of that Little Caesar dog food, and so I'm going to put some of those in another trap. I've got 2 traps. I'm going to set them. I'm going to put the chicken out, see what we can do. I don't know. It might happen. There might be something going on. All I know is that I contacted Cliff. I don't remember his last name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But I emailed him, and we emailed back and forth, and he told me that the experience I had was not Bigfoot related. The story that I told him about the ladies who lived here years ago who confided in me that one night while canning beans, they had an, a situation with something looking in their back door, and the back door was like, you would have to be 8 or 9 foot tall to see in that door. It was a door that when you open, you would just fall out of the house. It has no back steps. It has nothing to it. It was more like, I don't know. I don't know why that door is like that. Never asked them. But the 2 neighbor ladies said that they were canning, and there was a face at the screen, and it was sucking in the screen. It was late at night. It might have been like 2 in the morning, and they were canning beans. So the smell of the canning green beans, I guess, brought whatever it was. And even had it been a black bear, which I know black bears have been around here because I saw a picture of a footprint very close to here at a pond, and it was definitely, a bear print. So, you know, I don't know. All I know is I've had experiences in these woods. When my husband and I first got together, I was an avid mushroom hunter. I mean, at that point in time, I would go out in the morning, afternoon, and the evening. I was in these woods. I walked these woods for miles, miles and miles and miles every day. And that's maybe why I can't walk anymore. I don't know. But I had an experience. I had 2 very large dogs with me, and they were not dogs to back up from anything. One of them was actually had some wolf in her. Like, she might have been like 1/8 wolf, I think is how the bloodline ran. She was very small, but she had a very bad attitude. The other dog was an Australian Shepherd mix, and she was an amazing dog. But neither one of them would back down from anything. I was in the middle of hunting mushrooms. I took both these girls with me, and they took off like bats out of hell down a hillside. I thought, well, hell, you know, they're chasing a deer. Um, but then it wasn't, my gosh, it was probably like 45 seconds later. Here they come, and they're standing behind me. So I went down the hillside, and the Australian Shepherd mix, she kind of grabbed my pants leg, like, no. But the other one was like, sure, Mom, you want to go with us? Let's go. So when I started down the hillside, I did smell. It wasn't skunky. It was like a man had really bad body odor. Like he's never wore deodorant and he needed a bath, and that's what it smelled like to me. Now, this Cliff guy from Finding Bigfoot told me that this experience was not a Bigfoot experience. I'm going to tell you something right now, that those two dogs would never have backed down from an animal unless it was able to kill them. And in this area, we have coyotes. Didn't hear any yapping. Didn't hear anything like that. I heard thrashing, when they took off. But apparently whatever it was stood up to them and said, nope. And they came directly back to me. They were terrified. There was another night. Crookshank, look at you. There was another night, and we were in the house, and we had another dog. She's a very large dog, never knew to back down. I don't ever know her of backing down from anything. I had seen her grab possums and go after coons. Never ever saw her back down from anything. She took off like a bat out of hell out of the back door. And, we were kind of like, what in the hell? Because she was not a physical dog. She kind of liked to lounge. Matter of fact, the two that went with me were frisbee and ball, like, expertise. And this dog, when she was a puppy, come into the group and would lay out and watch them play. She would never interact with them playing. So anyway, she took off out the door. And all of a sudden, I hear her booger bark. And I don't know if people know what that means or not, but it's when a dog is confused or they're scared and they don't know how to respond to something. It's called a booger bark. I'll give you an example. Like, say there's a stump out back and they don't know exactly what it is and they can't tell, but they want to see if it's going to move. They'll booger bark at it. Or maybe you put a scarecrow up the first time your dog sees it, they panic, or a snowman or something like that. That's a booger bark. Anyway, I walked to the door. As soon as I opened the back door up, she scooted butt in the house, got in her chair, hit her chair so hard that it shook the wall and the door behind it. And I was like, holy crap, what's going on? And someone said, oh, it was probably like a bobcat or a coyote. Well, I can tell you that this dog would not have backed down from either of those things. I've never had dogs that really back down from anything. I always make sure that my dogs have the self-confidence to hold their own. And if there's a situation they cannot handle, then come to me and I will handle it. Don't handle something you can't handle. But my dogs, I've always trained and raised them to be very self-confident. And some dogs just don't have that self-confidence. I get it. But when your dog does and has the mentality to be able to defend itself or you in any physical situation, and it comes back to you as a total nervous wreck, something happened. So those are my two stories. Now, mushroom hunting is a great time for other things as well. Turkeys are on their eggs. It's like right after mating season or right during mating season, and the turkeys are all on their nests. And this is turkey hunting time, which means, the hunters are out there hunting the jakes. They're beard hunters, whatever. Turkey hunters, they're beard hunters is what they are. So anyway, that was my story. And tonight I'm going to sit out here and I might record some of it. I'm going to sit out here for a little while. I'll have my camera and I'll turn it on if stuff happens. But if nothing happens, then I'll let you know tomorrow it didn't happen. Y'all have a great 4th of July. I've got chicken on the grill. I need to put him in the building, get him put up for the night. You ready to go to bed? Yeah, you ready to go? And then he goes like he's going to eat again. Poor little Crookshank. Such a pretty bird, aren't you? All right. Hugs from a distance. Y'all have a great day. Evening.